Imagine this, you're casually scrolling through your feed when suddenly, the official Gucci website crashes. Yes, crashes. What could have possibly caused such a massive surge of traffic? The answer isn't just any celebrity collaboration. It's BTS's Jin, a global phenomenon, who has once again proven why he's affectionately known as the sold-out king. Let's rewind a bit. It all began when Gucci announced Jin as their new global ambassador. The moment this news broke, the world of fashion was set ablaze. Jin wasn't just featured in any collection, he was showcased in Gucci's unreleased 2025 SS men's collection. The anticipation, the excitement, it was all palpable. Fans around the globe couldn't get enough. And it wasn't just a spike in interest. Jin dominated Google search trends related to Gucci in places like the United States, Japan, and beyond. But it didn't stop there. As soon as Gucci released photos of Jin adorned in their collection, chaos ensued in the best way possible. Every single item he wore sold out almost immediately. A sleek chain necklace with a pendant? Gone in seconds. A single earring that perfectly complemented his look? Sold out. And that luxurious black backpack? Nowhere to be found. Fans rushed to offline stores in Japan, desperate to claim a piece of Jin's magic for themselves. The demand was so overwhelming that even offline stores were flooded with inquiries and reservations, proving that Jin's influence transcends the digital realm. And let's talk about Harper's Bazaar for a moment. The September issue, with Jin gracing the cover, wasn't just a magazine, it became a collector's item. It dominated the bestseller lists on major online bookstores like Aladdin and Yes24. Over in Japan, it shot to the top spot on Rakuten, one of the country's leading e-commerce platforms, as soon as pre-orders opened. Jin wasn't just a face on a magazine, he was a force, a phenomenon that everyone wanted a piece of. Yet, Jin's influence isn't limited to high fashion or luxury brands. In a heartwarming twist, we find him in a completely different setting, a bustling PC room, of all places. In an episode of Run Sock Jin, Jin's natural warmth and charm shone brightly, as he found himself surrounded by 20 energetic elementary school students. The scene was pure chaos, with kids running towards him, their faces lighting up at the sight of their idol. But Jin, ever the professional, didn't miss a beat. He greeted them with his signature bright smile, and even amidst the flurry of orders, he managed to make each interaction special. The PC room suddenly became the stage for an unexpected showdown. Jin was tasked with sending the kids home by winning a series of games against them. The first round? A tricky game of stumble guys. Jin, unfamiliar with the game, didn't make it to the top 11, and the kids, in their playful defiance, weren't going home just yet. But in the following rounds, Jin's sharp wit and quick thinking shone through. He managed to outsmart a few of the kids, sending them home with a mix of relief and reluctance. But the games were just part of the story. Jin wasn't just competing, he was connecting. The kids, enamored by his kindness and charisma, couldn't help but express their admiration. "He's so handsome." They gushed, their faces beaming with excitement. Even as Jin juggled between preparing drinks and playing games, the connection he formed with these young fans was undeniable. They cheered him on, teased him, and even tried to distract him, but all in good fun. Jin, with his infectious laughter and genuine warmth, made sure each of them felt seen and appreciated. As the day came to an end, Jin didn't just send the kids home, he sent them home with memories they would treasure forever. He shook hands with each of them, exchanged kind words, and even shared a few jokes. The kids, in turn, showered him with affection, asking him questions like, "How many years were you in the military?" and playfully calling him Hyung. The chemistry between Jin and the children was heartwarming, a beautiful reminder of how he connects with people of all ages. So, whether it's crashing Gucci's website or creating unforgettable moments in a humble PC room, Jin's influence is undeniable. He's not just a global superstar, he's someone who brings joy, warmth, and a sense of connection wherever he goes. And that, perhaps, is his greatest power of all.